up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new, and hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new, and welcome to a very overdue life update. A few things that I need to say before we start this video is, one, if you have something negative to say about this video, please do not leave a comment, take it elsewhere. Number two, a lot of this is really personal and I'm being very transparent in this video. And three, I am just really glad to be back on YouTube. I'm really excited. Before we get too far in the video, make sure that you grab a drink and a snack like coffee and breakfast. If you have a meal and you want some soda, something like that, because this is going to be a long video. And without further ado, let's start with mental health, because that is something that I have been struggling with since April. After I filmed my birthday vlog, I hit a major depression wave. I don't even know how to express this, because I cut off YouTube, I cut off social media, I even cut off some of my family members. I didn't want anything to do with anything. I did the number one thing that none of us should do, and that was to compare myself to other creators. Don't do it. With the depression, when I get depressed, I tend to beat myself up a lot, mentally, emotionally, and I also cry a lot. But at that time, I felt like I was just the worst, most unsuccessful, uncreative person in the world. And it sucked feeling that way, and it sucked telling myself these things. I was sleeping all day. I would stay up all night because I couldn't sleep, and then all I wanted to do all day was sleep for 7 to 8 hours in a nap. And even my mom was like, okay, we gotta figure out what's going on with you. I have been trying to be a content creator for years now, and everything just kind of got to me this year. And the last thing for mental health, kind of going into physical health, is I have always talked about how our insecurities are what makes us beautiful. They make us unique. However, I have gained weight. My bloat has come back a little bit worse. I am breaking out like I'm hitting puberty again. I have been exhausted all day, every day. Going into physical health, I knew something was up. I had realized back in April that I hadn't had this is going to be TMI for guys out there. So I haven't had a period since last fall, November of 2021. I thought maybe all my hormones are being like bottled up and nothing's being released, because as you know, you get cleansed at that time of the month, and you're supposed to actually have 13 cycles each year. To put this in perspective, I had 4. Mine has never been regular, been on obscene amounts of birth control pills, and nothing's ever worked. So along with that, I had been having this really irritating, annoying pain by the area of my right ovary. Now I went in for a women's checkup, or a women's wellness checkup. I always confuse the two, to ask about it, because my periods had gotten like way more painful and heavy, and I started getting that pain. He told me that everything at the exam looked perfectly normal, that there was nothing wrong, the heavy bleeding is normal, missing periods is normal. So after a while, with my right side, it started happening on my left, and I was like, okay, something is up, because I know I'm not imagining this pain right now. So I called to make an appointment with a new OBGYN, so I was like, I am not going to the last one that I went to. There's just no way. While I was waiting for my appointment date to come, my mom actually found this healthy cycle tea on Amazon, and not even 3 days later of drinking 2 cups of tea a day, I got a cycle. Now that cycle was horrific. Painful, heavy bleeding, lots of cramps, like a lot of cramps, and I was very, very emotional. I went in and I talked to the new OBGYN. I had talked to him about quite a few things, and he actually asked me what specifically I wanted to be done, and I told him that I wanted to be tested or figure out if I had either PCOS or endometriosis. And then he said, okay, well, we can set up an ultrasound to see if there's any cysts on your ovaries, if anything shows, and then what we can do is, if nothing shows, or if you want to move forward, we can do a laparoscopy. Then he said that until then, and until we get the results back, we can do a salicylic hormone from the 1st to the 14th of each month. Basically, what the salicylic hormone is supposed to do is I take it for 14 days, and then somehow, I don't know how it works, it produces a period. When I went in for my ultrasound, there was nothing there that they could see. So a couple weeks go by, and I'm riding with my mom to take one of the kiddos to work, and she apparently had talked to another family member, and and my mom had come to me and she said, you need to schedule the laparoscopy. She needed me to figure out what was going on, and I needed me to figure out what was going on because it was taking a toll on my life. It still takes a toll on my life. I messaged my OBGYN and I said, hey, look, the salicylic hormone is working. However, come a space, I want to schedule the laparoscopy because I need to know what's going on with my body. And I told him that I understood it's technically an invasive procedure, but I need to know what's going on because without the salicylic hormone, I will not get a period every month. With that being said, I will be having a laparoscopy done on August 10th. And I'm nervous. I am kind of freaking out because they do actually have to make incisions in my stomach, and I've been trying to like mentally prepare myself by watching other people's laparoscopy vlogs because I do plan on vlogging the experience myself to show you guys. If you guys have any questions at all that pop up during this video, leave them down below in the comment section because I will be making a Q&A hopefully in the very near future. So this next part of the video is about losses, and it's not what you would typically think, but I just cannot get myself to go into many details about this section of the video because it is still raw, it is still painful, and I get emotional. So the goal is to not cry. First loss is we lost our geriatric cat, Charlie. He was, I believe, 15 years old, so he was a pretty old cat, and we love and miss him very much. We believe that he passed of old age. I mean, he's been with us through a lot. That was my mom's cat. Like literally my mom was his human. In addition to losing Charlie, I know you guys have seen Junie B Noodle on here. She's the fluffy chug that's been in my vlogs. She's kind of silly. We lost her, and I really don't want to talk about this. That has definitely put an emotional strain on my family and I. Our pets are considered like our children, siblings, best friends, to lift everyone's depression wave and sadness and anger and guilt and everything like that for just a moment. My mom and I are kind of nuts. Grandma, I know you were in on this too. We got a puppy. And her name is Gracie Bean. She is a Puddle and Dotson mix. She is very sassy, and she is also a shark. She likes to eat everything. When I tell you guys, this dog is so sassy. She has the most giant personality that I have ever seen in a puppy as young as her. She's only 10 weeks. Actually, now I think she'd be 11 weeks. If you stay with me this far in the video, thank you so much. And now we're gonna go into social media updates. For YouTube, to help me become more consistent, and then I will add on in the future, I will be posting one video a week every Friday. And then as for TikTok, I will be uploading 1 to 2 TikToks every day. I cannot guarantee 2 TikToks every day. For those of you that aren't following me on TikTok, my content is based around lifestyle, UGC, fashion, jewelry, being an animal influencer, all that stuff. So if you guys want to follow to join the community, check it out down below. As for Instagram, the goal is every Monday and Friday. Now from today through September 2nd, I already have all the posts scheduled with captions, hashtags, tagging people. All that stuff is already set up through Business Suite. And now I just have a few last minute mentions that I want to talk about before ending this video. This is in regards to the surgery coming up in less than 2 weeks. I already have content scheduled for YouTube. I have content scheduled on Instagram like I just said. And I also plan to have over 60 TikToks in my drafts just to make sure that I will be able to be consistent and I'll be able to show up on TikTok every day. I will not be creating content during the 1 to 2 weeks of recovery after my surgery. So what is coming out will all be batched. I know that was a lot, but thank you so much for sticking through this life update video. And if you did, and if you enjoyed it, or if you're just happy that I'm back on YouTube, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss a future upload, and give this video a smack and thumbs up to let me know that you enjoyed it. And without further ado, I will see you in my next video. Bye! Love you guys!